Dragon Age, the Veilguard reviews are dropping. It's quite possibly the most woke game that we'll get this year, which is saying a lot considering we had the colossal failures of Concord and Dustborn. But this looks at least on par. At least, if not worse. And of course, the journalists are loving it. But what this looks like to me and what we'll see from the actual gamers due to the reception we've seen thus far is probably a crash and probably the downfall of BioWare. So just to give a little context here, and I've made multiple videos about this game, right? I've talked about the top surgery scars. You know, here is a universe with magic and fantasy. And so instead of drinking a potion or having a spell take the breast off of the character, they instead opt for elective surgery and scars because said character doesn't want to be the woman that they are. Okay, make it make sense. So this is the director of the, which by the way, okay, here is the director of the game and what he is saying. Yes, he is he's trying to pretend to be a woman, but he's not. But just to give you some context of who's leading the charge on this game and what you can expect, especially if you've been on the fence not knowing if you wanted to buy it. Well, this should help answer your questions.
It makes Tosh a really special companion for me. All right, yeah, I have to talk about the steamiest romances. All I can get, for me personally, I'll just speak for me personally, but at the culmination of the romance arcs, I'd have to say Tosh.
Tosh is this thing. The whole my face is in the way is this thing. The queerified Kunari, which used to look really cool in past Dragon Age iterations. Kunari were like really cool looking. And now they just look trunified. They just look, you know, like queer Steven Universe type art style-ish Tumblr. That's what they're going for. So anyway, I'll get back to this here in a minute. So anyway, that's who he is referring to when he's talking about Tosh, who identifies as a they, them, a made-up gender. Okay, so here we have Smash JT, who shared this screenshot. So you got this. And so Tosh here, she says, I guess she's telling them her pronouns. Non-binary, I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on. So she's educating them on her new pronouns. And there's a clip that surfaced. Oh my gosh, I wish I could show you guys right now. But alas, the account, see, this was what I tweeted, but the account that posted the clip was suspended or they deleted it or something like that. But they actually had a clip from the game of dialogue with Tosh in it that was incredibly cringe. Basically, I sum it up here, what's going on. The dialogue back and forth between Tosh, this gigantic, big-backed woman, and her companion of a twink gay-sounding dude. So I said, smug, big-back, butch woman accompanied by sassy twink hype man whose entire purpose is to boost her ego. Please make this trope stop. This seems to be a thing, which I don't know if that twink dude was the character, the playable character or not, but that definitely does seem to be pretty patterned in modern woke stories that portray these women in such a masculine fashion. They get these gigantic, I mean, even look at what happened with the Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider Netflix animation. They changed her to this giant, much more masculine woman, and they changed Zip from who previously was a masculine man. They changed him into a very sassy gay dude just to be her hype man, basically. So I don't know why that's a thing, but it's really annoying. And so here we have grass-fed gluten-free egg who shared this, like took a screenshot from that clip. Basically just expect like they're trying to have Marvel quippy humor and it's all very cringe. So based on the decision that they made in that dialogue, you've chosen to encourage Tosh by focusing on the benefits of a multicultural background. Of course, they've got to make everything about that. Everything about woke ideology, woke politics, so on and so forth. So here we have Manga Lawyer who shared this. Dragon Age the Veilguard delivers a peak level of fantasy never before achieved in gaming history. So we have Rook. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. Establishes transgender. Establishes transgender identity and unlocks new dialogue options in future conversations. So literally, they're putting actual transgender ideology in the game, and you can, oh dear. I mean, I already knew with some of this stuff, but wow, I didn't they take it this far. Oh dear. Okay, so that's a thing. We also have, yes, that's what also Smash JT shared there. Wow. So we have heel versus Babyface, as he's hilarious. He's laughing, saying day one purchase. So we have Tosh, the big back lesbian, they them type character. And this, okay, Neve says, some of my friends in Minrothus talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman, ... Look at this in the replies below. Skip, 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 skip. Oh my goodness. Okay. Then, oh yeah, this was that scene. Come on, I should tell my mother how Karish is doing. This was that scene that's not there anymore. But she's just this gigantic, big back woman who's like so smug, has a smug attitude, smug humor, and you got this. Yes, they. I would say yes, girl, but instead he's going, yes, they. So of course IGN loves it. Gives it a 9 out of 10. If we never get another Dragon Age, at least it got to go out on a high note with Dragon Age the Veilguard. So basically, of course, they love it. They keep trying to push all of this queer stuff and everything. Also, IGN gave Concord a 7. Let's not forget the fact that they even preface it by saying, at least if we never get another Dragon Age, they know this is the nail in the coffin. They know that people aren't going to want to play this, and they know it's cringe. They know it's disgusting and filled with all of this perverted ideology. So they know this also means bye-bye. And so they're trying their best to save face with that. Well, at least it was amazing. We have Eurogamer here. Dragon Age the Veilguard is the best entry in the series. Cringe. You know that's not better than Dragon Age Origins. You know it's not. And right up there with the best of BioWare. Oh my gosh. And then we see, I'll trust Metacritic. So it leaves us with the impression that we bought the wrong title. Instead of a true RPG, we get a mediocre action-adventure game, a scenario stretched to the limit, poorly constructed world, and monotonous gameplay. Bored me to tears. I mean, here's the thing. This is what this is. Like I have made many, many videos about, the gaming industry has been hijacked by these woke ideologues and this satanic ideology, and they call themselves activists and all that. And so they're activists for these demonic ideologies instead of actually being passionate gamers and caring about that kind of stuff. And so they, instead of just like, hey, let's make a fun game and that be that, they want to insert their ideologies into it, their demonic ideologies, and they want to try to indoctrinate people. In this case, they want to try to normalize mutilating people's bodies to try to pretend to be a gender that they're not. You cannot change your gender. I don't care how badly somebody wants to do that. That is not something that can be changed. You were born in the body that God permitted you to be born in, and that's that. You can't change it. No amount of surgeries, no amount of cutting body parts off is going to change the gender that somebody is. So yeah, they just keep inserting this garbage to try to indoctrinate people into just I'm trying to make it real. So here we have the evolution of the Canary, as I've said before and preface this, and people have played. No, here you had, they looked really cool here. And I'll say Dragon Age Inquisition, that was just progressively worse. Now in the Veilguard, they've got that Tumblr, just very, what is it with the whole queer ideology? You can tell just by their art that it was made by queer people. Like, I don't know what it is. But anyway, as always, and as I always say, hey, I ain't just trying to dunk on these people for the sake of dunking on these people, but I will dunk on the ideologies and the evil ideologies they're pushing on people and trying to indoctrinate the world and trying to send people on a path to hell by accepting and reinforcing and placing these ideologies onto people. So yes, I will speak against it, and I hope that the people involved in this can learn that this is wrong and this is evil, and that they can turn from those ways, and that they can accept Jesus Christ and follow him. So anyway, there you have it for this video. Let me know what you think of this trash fire in the comments below. And as always, if you want me to read the Bible to you, you can check out my Bible channel, Bible Time with Melanie Mack. Thank you all again. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.